Hey guys, Iron Spider-Man here with another comic book video. I know this is pretty soon right after my last video, but this past weekend was Steel City Comic Con. It's local to the Pittsburgh area, happens every April, December, and August. So it's usually like the first or second weekend. So I'm gonna show you what I got today, or this past weekend. And ignore all the price tags on all these. I didn't pay for the pay that price. I got this book right here for $1. Generations, Spider-Man and Miles Morales. I didn't get this when it came out. I didn't really care what they were doing with the Generations stuff, but I thought for $1, why not? I also got, maybe it's in a different pile. Okay, never mind. Some Iron Man books coming up. This was, so one of the vendors I always go to, always treats me well. He had 4 boxes of $5 variants. So this is Iron Man issue 15. This is the 2008 series. Right after the Extremis story started. So that was $5. This is an Iron Man 1 from the Matt Fraction and Salvador Larroca, I think is how you say his name. That's the Bob Layton variant, $5. Same number 1 as what I just showed you, but different variant. I'm not sure who did this cover, but $5. Deadpool cover, issue 23, $5. Issue 29, $5. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. This is when they relaunched it. I want to say like 2009, 2009-ish. I thought, what the hell, for a black and white cover, $5. Mysterio issue number 1, $5. And I thought, you know, with Mysterio coming out in Far From Home, I thought this would be a cool variant to have. Next up is Detective Comics 647. This is the first appearance of Stephanie Brown, who would later become the Spoiler, and later becomes Batgirl. And I loved her Batgirl series, and I've been looking for this book for a while. And I actually got 648, 649, just to complete her, you know, story. Just the first 3 issues. So yeah, that wasn't bad. I think the 2 issues were like $5 each, but I got a lot from the one guy. This, I think, was 15. So, but altogether packaged, I think I did pretty good. Green Lantern 100. This is from the 90s series. This was a $1 book. This was what I got with the Generations earlier. I got this because I have the Kyle Rayner cover, and there's this cover, the Kyle Rayner cover, and then there's a cover where there's both of them on it. So I still need to get that one, but one less book I need to hunt down now. And this is where things start to get a little interesting. I got the entire Carnage miniseries by Wells and Cranes. This is from someone I go to a lot. It was packaged with these 5 issues, and this was packaged together. I paid $70 for the Michael Turner variant and the Carnage set. And he's had this book for a while, the one vendor. I want to say at least the last 3 or 4 shows. So I finally was like, you know what? I've been staring at it forever. And so I just grabbed it. I love that cover. I like the Iron Spider suit a lot. And it's just, Michael Turner's great. So yeah, starting to kick things up a notch. And of course, you guys know me. I can't go to a con without getting some Spider-Man. So, this is Spider-Man 248. This was a really, let's say, shocking story. So, for those of you who haven't read it, it opens up, you know, this kid right here, he's a fan of Spider-Man. He, you know, has, like, posters, newspaper clippings, like, he collects Spider-Man memorabilia. So, Spider-Man actually swings by, you know, and it's talking to him, talking to him. Well, all of a sudden, he takes off his mask, reveals he's Peter Parker, gives him his origin, gives him everything. As a reader, you're thinking, WTF, why is Spider-Man just like, why is he just revealing his identity? And at the end of the issue, Spider-Man's swinging away from this kid's room, and on a sign you see some name. It's a cancer facility. The kid's dying. And I still remember, this is one of those Spider-Man stories I first read that, like, was just shocking, and then at the end just made you, like, sit there and be like, oh. So, it's a really good story. I recommend you guys read it, but, yeah. Really glad to have that one. 271. 340. 359. I think this has a Carnage cameo in it. I have, 360, 361, 2, and 3. But I think this is his cameo, maybe. 374. 380. 382. 383. 399. I think I had this like a while ago, but I couldn't find it. Love the Jackal storyline. 403. 409. This is part of when, if you can tell, Ben Reilly is Spider-Man. The suit's a little different. 437. This was another one of those $5 variants. 568. The John Romita Sr. variant. Love that cover. Another $5 variant. 638. The One Moment in Time story. The classic, Peter walking away from the Spider-Man suit. Mary Jane walking from her wedding gown. 639. Another $5 variant. Issue 125. I cannot get over how great this book is. Pretty sharp corners. The colors pop on it like no spine ticks. It's just, it's damn near perfect. There's one, two, there's a couple. This would probably be, if I was lucky, maybe a 9, I think 8.5 range. But I couldn't pass it up, and I got it with a package deal with 180 here, which I think even looks better. There's like nothing wrong with this. Colors are still very vibrant. Yeah, so I paid it was only $8 difference, but I paid $100 for both of these. Really happy to have it. It was sort of more of an impulse buy. I had some money left. I was gonna just walk away. I was like, you know what? Why not? Because I've been on a real Spider-Man kick recently. I've completed my Amazing Run. I have issues 1 to 58 when they relaunched at the end of the 90s. 500 to like 608. And then from there to 700, I still have like maybe 20 issues in between all that I still have to get. And then I'm just going to start working backwards. And for Volume 1, I have about 100 issues. So really, I only, minus the 6 to 700, which I can all pick up at my local comic book store. Each week I get a back issue or two. Besides that, I really only have 300 issues to go, which sounds like a lot. But it's like, I have almost 500 altogether. Because from, 1 to 58 all the way to 800, and then the current run and everything. 300 doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Like, I'm just working 90s back now. I have everything 90s forward. So I did say this is when it started to get interesting. I've got 3 CGC books here. I'll show you the first one. Amazing Spider-Man 265, the very first appearance of Silver Sable. This book's just been going up and up ever since Sony decided to release their movie, or say they're making a movie. I actually really hope the Sonyverse crashes and burns, because Spider-Man belongs at Marvel, always has, but it's a different discussion. I did not pay $75 for this. I basically got this free. There's a guy, he's newer, he was at the last con. I showed you the Amazing 38 I got from him. He recognized me from last time, and, we're just talking and we're going through stuff. and he's, I bought a book, which is the last book I'm going to show you. Then I came back for these, and he's like, I'll cut you a deal. I like you. I like that. I want to keep your business, obviously. He's a real nice guy. He's the very first person I've ever heard that he comes to he's been coming to these cons, and he's going to continue to come. All he has is like Spider-Man, maybe a little bit of Iron Man and Batman. Everything's graded. Everything's 7.0 and up. And I'm talking Amazing Spider-Man number 5, 7.0. Amazing Spider-Man number 6, First Lizard, 7.0. Invincible Iron Man number 1, 9.0, signed by Stan Lee. Amazing 129, 9.2. Amazing 121, 9.0. Like, he's got high-grade Spidey stuff, going all the way back to issue 5. Just boxes of stuff. And, first Ned Leeds, first Molten Man, first John Romita senior art. He's just got a ton of good books. So, I got this free in a package deal with this. Amazing Spider-Man 122, 7.0. Again, I can't get over how beautiful this does not look 7.0 to me, but I don't even care. I paid 7.0 price about. Just the colors just pop. I think mostly it's because of, I don't know if you guys can tell really, it's dirty on the back. And the one vendor I always talk to, he presses and cleans comics. He said if I press and clean that he goes, I think I could get that to an 8. But I'm just nervous cracking it out, so I think I'm going to leave it. But, yeah, for both these books right here, I paid just the $250 price. Because I told him I was looking for this, but he had a 9.8. I think it was like $400 or something. Or something like I didn't have. And he said, well, I have an 8.0 in there. He goes, if you get the Goblin one, I'll throw that in. I was like, okay. And I've been hunting this book for a while too, and this is something I didn't think I would have. I really want 121 and 31. Those are going to be pretty pricey, but I'm really happy with this. And again, to get the first Silver Sable, even though it's an 8, just free, I mean, I can't really complain. But for my last book, it gets even better. This is the first book I bought from him. Amazing Spider-Man 42, 7.5. I paid $180 for this. It is the first facial appearance of Mary Jane Watson, the face of Tiger You've hit the jackpot on last panel. Never thought I'd have this either for a while, and here I am holding it. I'm still a little in disbelief. Again, 7.5 for $180. I don't think that's bad at all. And again, colors on here are amazing. I do see why it's a 7.5. There's, severe blunting down there, a couple spine ticks. But, I mean, just damn. I remember I saw this and I pulled it right out and I held on to it for a little bit. And, I did put it back because I was just talking to a couple people. I'm like, he's got 7.5 for 200. I was like, I know he could do 180 for me. And they're like, why are you standing here just go buy it? And that's what I like to do. I like to talk before I make any major decisions. But I just had to have this. And I'm really happy I do. Honestly, my favorite 2 purchases of the con was these 2 right here. Just beyond happy to have these in my collection. And for I think issues to like 1 to 100, those are going to be the hardest for me to get until I have a big boy job. But I mean 7.0, 8.0 range, I think I can. It's more doable, obviously, because I like 9.0 stuff, 9.0 and up. That's usually where I sit. Again, if I want to complete the Amazing run, I'm not going to have a 9.0 of Amazing Fantasy 15. I'm not going to have a 9.0 of Amazing Spider-Man 1. I'll never have those, and I get that. But I found, I think this con I decided, my line is 7.0. I don't want any book below 7. 7 and up, I want very fine or better. especially with Spider-Man. So that's what I'm doing with the future books. But yeah, guys, that's my haul. Kind of a long video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.